I'm Queen Carlson, but I prefer to call Carl, and I'm from Babinda, Cameroon. Yeah. Prior to coming to QMU, I was more for a freelance community manager, doing health promotion and health education. The principal reason why I chose to study global health at QMU was the program coming from a region or coming from a state which is undergoing crisis right now, which is undergoing some sort of conflict. At this point in time, I felt like the interests of the Institute of Global Health and Development aligns with my interests to go back and like develop my community, especially in the health system, when the crisis is over. So help in the reconstruction process, the post-conflict reconstruction process with a focus on the health system. It's going to be difficult to see just one thing that's been the highlight of my course, because the whole course itself it's a highlight. But if I'm going to pin it down to one or two things, I think the very first highlight of the course has been my personal academic tutor, the Pat. The relationship I've had with her has been really resourceful, and it's really been helpful. It's been a compass going towards the right direction in my studies, so to make the most of my studies here when I'm in doubt on what direction to take. Another thing itself has been the teaching faculty of the Institute of Global Health and Development. They are more than readily available to help out whenever we're in need, whenever we have any concern. Like there's more than one person who is there to help you resolve your worry. The third aspect, I can't ignore my mates. I can't ignore my mates. I think our class has been, it is like the most international class. The multiple perspectives you have from all over the world found in one class, it's really been great. I'm applying for a PhD. I'd like to develop my expertise in health system strengthening, and I would like to look at the motivation of community health workers in fragile and conflict-affected states. The Chevening Scholarship was a breakthrough, like it being very competitive. Like you have to compete with 75,000 people around the world for a spot. Being one of the 1,750 Cheveners who are currently in the UK studying programs which are relevant to our country's development, as well as the UK's interest in our countries. I think this puts me in a very unique position to study at like one of the best universities, the UK. So in a way, we go back to my community and help my community develop. So the Chevening Scholarship is more for investing in me to go back and invest in my community back in Cameroon. That's the biggest takeaway from the Chevening Scholarship, just that belief and can-do attitude.